The head-to-head with Max and Timon today, everybody's expecting fireworks.
My name is Timon Koleshinsky. I am the Rubik's Cube world record holder for the average.
My name is Chuan Park. I'm the father of Max Park, the Speedcuber. Max holds 7x7, 6x6, 5x5, and 4x4, average and singles. He does have the 3x3 one-handed single world record.
I solved the cube for the first time when I was about 10 or 9. I already knew how to solve a Pyraminx. We always had a Rubik's Cube laying around the house. At some point, I decided it would be cool to solve one. And while learning, I saw on the internet that there are competitions and everything. And so ever since then, I've just been cubing all the time.
Yes! Basically, Max's cubing career started to help him with his fine motor skills because he had fine motor skill problems as a young kid with autism. When he was 7, 8, 9 years old, so he couldn't hold pennies or he couldn't open up a water bottle. I mean, he couldn't do anything with his fingers. The cube itself was just something that was going to be an exercise.
Oh! What is it?
31 seconds.
Okay.
We found out about the cubing community. We decided to go there and exploit the cubing community for social reasons, so we could work on Max's social cues. The second competition he ever went to, he won the 6x6, which really took us all by surprise. When you actually see the final podium, there's these two guys that look like they're in college, and here's little Max. He's like literally 4 feet underneath them. The cubing, actually being good at cubing or solving cubes or the competitive aspect was never a component for us to get Max involved with.
Last year in about October or November, the world record at the time was 5.48, I believe. And Max broke that record with a 5.47, so he beat it by 0.01.
Yes!
In the next round, he beat it again with a 5.32. So then for the next month, I had no competitions. I was just practicing the whole month. I went to my last competition of the year. I got a 5.09 average. I thought, well, this is gonna stand for quite a while because it was a massive drop. I think it was the biggest drop in the average world record since the first sub-6 average. But then Max got a 5.08.
Yeah!
Beating it by 0.01 once again. I was just trying to beat that, so I practiced like way too much for my next competition, which was in Warsaw. The venue was actually quite full. The venue was really hot and people were leaving, and actually me and my friends were also considering leaving after lunch. But I'm here already, I might as well finish the competition. See, you can get a record in 4 solves for the average because the worst solve doesn't count. In the 4th solve, I already had the world record average. Then I did the 5th solve, which didn't impact the time because it was the worst one. And then we checked how the cubes were scrambled for each solve. And the 4th solve was incorrect, which meant I did not get the record, but I could redo the 4th solve. By that point, the whole venue was finished with solving, and they're just watching me. I had 1 chance. On the extra solve, I got almost the same time. I thought, well, there's no way Max gets close to this. It's just another massive drop, right? Well, I was wrong.
Yes!
Max equaled it once again. So it seems that no matter what I do, he just gets either close or equals it. At least he didn't beat it again by 0.01 like he did when I had the 5.09.
Today's event is the United Kingdom Championship.
So we're at the UK Championship, which is quite different from a normal competition because the 3x3 final is a head-to-head format.
Welcome everybody to the 3x3 final.
I mean, it's just a huge competition, lots of spectators. So in the semifinals, Max got first with a 5.75 average, and I got a 6.12 average, so I was second.
The head-to-head with Max and Timon today is going to be unbelievably tense. The speed cubing game is kind of changing now, at least at the elite level. It used to be you had to turn fast. Max right now, he's been sort of timed at like about 13, almost all the way up to 13 turns per second. That was good enough, certainly, to win all the competition, but not anymore. Timon came on the scene and really changed the landscape of the game. He started doing efficiency, which is reducing the turn counts to solve the cube. If you turned really fast, but you're solving the cube in 70 moves, as opposed to somebody turning mediocrely slow or average, and he's solving it in about 50 moves, he's gonna win every time. The fast kid, there's no way he can make up for that with speed.
For me, it's easier to be more efficient than it is to be faster, but I think that differs from person to person, because clearly for Max, it's much easier to just get faster. So you gotta pick your poison, I guess. You know, works out about the same. And it's really cool, I think, to have that comparison of two people that have the same times but solve completely differently. It's quite exciting to just get to go against him for the first time in 3 years.
You have two guys that are holding the Guinness World Record for the fastest 3x3 average, and so for these two guys to come together and compete with each other, everybody's expecting fireworks.
Do you think you're going to beat Max today?
Now, our next two competitors need very little introduction. They are currently the tied world record average 3x3 holders.
One thing that most people don't know about Max is that he gets very, very nervous.
So Max, you're going to come in and you're going to go there, just to the right hand side.
I gotta take my time. I have a feeling.
As a matter of fact, with his autism, I think he actually experiences more of a severe nervousness than just most people.
Could not be a closer match.
I get very nervous sometimes.
In second seed from Poland,
If you don't have any nerves, it's not really fun anymore, because you might as well just cube at home.
we have Timon Koleshinsky. First seed, the fastest international competitor in the third round of 3x3, all the way from the United States. Give it up for Max Park. Best of luck to both of our competitors.
Are you ready? Ready.
Timon with a 5.46. Max with a 5.61. Timon with 6.77. Max with a 5.38.
12.
Timon with 6.06. Max with 5.76. Timon with 7.20. a 6.71.
Big.
Timon with 4.76. Max at 6.65.
Winning today against somebody as formidable as Timon was a big, giant challenge for him.
Give it up for our last two international competitors, Timon and Max.
Max got 6.01 and then Timon got 6.10, which is a difference is just 0.09. He was ecstatic. This is probably the biggest challenge in his career so far. Once you reach the world record level, you can't win more. You can only lose from that point. So you're always looking over your shoulders. And I could see that with Max when there's this person that popped up, Timon Kolosinski, so good at 3x3. He was almost like this monster that was chasing him. It was something that was really scary. A few months ago, Max got to meet Timon, and once he met him, he found a really kindred spirit in him. He realized how much he connected with somebody who also loves cubing so much that they instantly bonded. When they were sort of cubing together for a few hours, Timon mentioned to me that was the most fun that he had in like 2-3 years. At least for Max, when he looks at Timon, he is in awe of him. He's a fan. I think Timon and Max, the race is still on. I think that they're going to be chasing each other. I think that they're going to be besting each other. I think that this is going to go on for a while.